and Erika. Sorry, we were greeting. Good afternoon. So happy to be here with you guys today, and thanks for allowing me to speak just briefly on Amendment 2. Amendment 2 is put forth by the legislature to eliminate the Constitution Revision Commission. And I served on the last Constitution Revision Commission, was appointed by then Speaker of the House, Richard Corcoran. So I have a little bit of experience with that body. And you probably don't know, but Pat Barton also served on a Constitution Revision Commission back in 1997-98. And Naples, I think, might be the only place where you have two women, for sure, that served on the CRC. And I think people have an idea of what the CRC is just based on how it was run this past time. It's an every 20 years body that is intended to look at the entire Constitution and make suggestions to the voters. Everything goes to the voters on how the Constitution should be improved. Now, the last Constitution Revision Commission that I served on put 8 amendments on the ballot. All of them passed. But admittedly, those amendments were very legislative in nature, most of them. So for instance, the voters passed eliminating greyhound racing from the state of Florida, which is something that could have been done in statute. However, they also made the change to require a constitutional officer, sheriff, in every county because some counties had eliminated that position, and that had to be made in the Constitution. So some things must be done constitutionally, some things could have been done legislatively, but the way that it was run was very much topic by topic. In the future, let's say in 2037, 38, I see an opportunity for the CRC to revamp the Florida Constitution, which right now is one of the longest, if not the longest, in the country. The largest constitution in the country. And the majority of what is in our Constitution doesn't belong there. For instance, pregnant pigs. Everyone jokes about the pregnant pigs. The Greyhound Amendment. All of those amendments that have been done either through citizens' initiative or the legislature has put them on the ballot because they want to be able to say the voters did this, not us, when it really should be legislation. All of that could be moved into legislation to clean up the Constitution of Florida. In the education provision, for example, one of my initiatives on the CRC would have been to rewrite the education provision to bring it to a higher level that is more governance and not specified exactly how the education system should be run, because it's very restrictive, as intended by the unions who put a lot of those words there. And if we do not have the CRC, we are very limited in how we can revamp what is necessary in our Constitution for our state going forward. There are 5 ways to amend the Constitution right now. The legislature can put something on the ballot like they've done with Amendment 2. The Citizens Initiative, which, as you know, is very driven by special interests. The CRC, the Tax and Budget Commission, which acts just like the CRC but has a narrow scope, and a constitutional convention, which is nearly impossible to do the way that it's formulated in our Constitution. We'll never have a constitutional convention the way it's laid out there. So the only way to establish a true governing document that will withstand the test of time and help Florida long-term is, I believe, through the CRC process. Now, could we get to 2035 and the governor and the Speaker of the House and the President of the Senate who appoint this body do it the same way as they just did, very driven by individual items and legislative? That could happen, sure. But if we eliminate it, we don't have the opportunity to do what I believe should be done with the next CRC, which is to really create a governing document that is concise, that does not have the legislation in it, and that will withstand the test of time for the state of Florida. So my recommendation, personal recommendation, is a no vote to keep the CRC, not to eliminate the CRC, because it does represent that opportunity to create that governing document that I believe we need in Florida going forward. Thank you.